What's happening in it? J Gaming Dude here, and I am the number 2 of this YouTube. Okay, I'm the only person on this YouTube channel. The joke isn't gonna go very far, but it is what it is. These are my. I'm gonna just share my thoughts and do like sort of a review, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna give a score to it anyway, so might as well treat it like a review of Chukan Kanryoku Tonegawa, or Tonegawa's Mr. Tonegawa Middle Management Blues. Which is sort of like an offshoot of Kaiji, which follows Tonegawa, which is the right-hand man of Kazutaka Hyodo. He's like the president of this company called Tei. So pretty much for someone like me who actually hasn't watched like any Kaiji whatsoever, I have literally no backbone for this. But it's an offshoot, whether you want to call it an offshoot or a side story. It works really well regardless of whether or not you've actually seen Kaiji, and in fact, I think if anything else, it seems to piss fans of Kaiji off even more, because rather than getting an extra season of the show, they end up getting like this sort of side story instead. Which is what I've commonly seen, because I watched this on Crunchyroll, and that's pretty much what the comment section was. But in saying that, it is 24 episodes long, aired in 2018, and it is a good watch. I had a lot of fun watching this. It does tackle a lot of things in relation to or regarding working in a company, what it means to manage people, like, because we follow Tonegawa Yukio, who is pretty much got his own team of like guys in like black sunglasses and black suits, and just kind of like with the tie, and just everyone looking the goddamn same. So like one of the episodes is about, or like half an episode really, is him trying to remember everyone's name, and because everyone looks the exact same except for like maybe some slight changes in like hair, and that's about it, everyone to him practically looks the same. He can't remember anyone's name, so then he goes around asking people what their names are, and then he's like, okay, this person has a unique name. Cool, I can remember that. Next person also has a unique name. I can remember that. Third person has such an absurdly long name, he can't remember it, and then forgets the names of the first two people on top of that. Like, that is stuff that I would be very, very scared of if I was a manager. So there are some like elements of like what it means to be as a manager to some extent, especially if it's an evil conglomerate that's coming up with like a ridiculous idea for another death game to be found, like, to be used in the main Kaiji series. In saying that, like, like later on, like, because the entire team is nothing but men, a woman joins, and then it's kind of like, okay, now it shakes up the rhythm of the team and things like that a bit more. So there are a lot of, if you think of it as like a part of Kaiji, you're probably not going to enjoy it as much. But if you were to watch it as, say, like just a slice of life of a dude trying to be a manager, you may enjoy it a lot. You'll enjoy it more for sure. That's the general gist of it. So they do make a use of the zawa. So that's pretty much like onomatopoeia for like whispering in the background when people are kind of talking amongst each other. So there is a lot of that going on. So there are elements of the main series that do make it into the side story, as you can kind of see, like in the promotional material, like on the left and right side of the main boss man's face, you can see like zawa on the left and then zawa on the right, and then you can see like pretty much what all the employees look like behind Tonegawa, who is the guy in the bottom of the promotional art. Actually, I might make that a little bit bigger. I wonder if that looks a bit better. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Well, that's as big as it's gonna get. But yeah, you can. Again, no, it's 3 times on both sides. I only saw 2. Well, I'm blind as a bat, but yeah. So everyone looks practically the same. He struggles to remember names, which is something that's absolutely horrifying for any manager. The entire relationship of like what it means to be part of a team completely shakes up. The fact that you can't talk back to your your boss, because like he's pretty much the biggest cheese in the entire company and things like that. So it's kind of all of that sort of stuff. So while still remaining true to the main series with like, elements of, the characters, the villains all looking the exact same, the Zawazawa, and the fact that, Tonegawa is actually one of the main villains of the series anyways. So it's an interesting offshoot that takes inspiration from the original series, creates its own identity out of it, and can be enjoyed without needing to partake in the main series. And honestly, it feels like it definitely is for a different audience altogether. Rather, it's for more slice of life fans that prefer to watch, this sort of business casual style of anime, if you will. So that's an interesting thought. In terms of just negatives, because of it being 24 episodes long, it can be a bit taxing to watch through, because it can be it can feel a little bit long, the entire series, because there are some points that are made and then remade later on that could have been cut down. So if this was more like a 12 to 13 episode series, I think I would definitely be feeling a lot more highly on it, but it does seem to outstay its welcome at times, kind of, going on and on. But then I suppose that also kind of adds to its charm. So I'm just adding this onto my anime list at a 7 out of 10. I think that's a good show. I think I had a really good time with it. The thing that holds it from greatness is the fact that it just kind of feels a little bit long, and I feel like maybe I am missing a little bit of what the show has to offer by not actually watching the main series, unfortunately. So there are going to be elements, but like I said, it is still very much enjoyable regardless of whether or not you're, again, even if you haven't seen the main series, Ultimate Survivor, like, it doesn't really matter too much, but I feel like I might be missing something by not watching it. So those are my thoughts on the show. Let me know what you guys think. If you've seen it and have seen the main series as well, let me know of your thoughts. Whether it does a good job of, capturing the main series, because from what I've seen, it does happen to, but I can't really, speak into like a lot of detail, and this is also me trying to not spoil much, but then there isn't really much to spoil. So at the end of the day, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.